Hello there, and today's video we're going to talk about the transfer bid of Ruben Neves to Manchester United. As you know, Wolverhampton Wanderers midfielders Ruben Neves was instrumental for the visitors in the first half at Old Trafford on Monday, and a number of Manchester United supporters are now calling the club for a plot twist, a January transfer. They now want Ruben Neves back in the club following the first half performance against the United team at Old Trafford. As we know, Wolves have beaten Manchester United after a long time for the first time at Old Trafford, and it's a very, very big blow for us. We do need to improve our football, and we will, but it will take time. Things don't happen overnight. Okay, we need a few good midfielders. Wolves, who arrived at Old Trafford unbeaten in their last two games, dominated the first half, fashioning a whole host of chances, but did so without gaining a numerical advantage in the score line, with the scores level at 0-0. Nevertheless, Bruno Lege's side looked a class above United, with Neves running the show in the midfield alongside fellow countryman João Moutinho. United's two-man midfield, Scott McTominay and Nemanja Matic, struggled to deal with Neves' presence, and I think United has a very, very bad midfield. I've said that again and again. We have great attack. We have players like Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo, Rashford, and many, many more. But we have a very, very bad, Telles, but we have a very bad midfield. Even Ten Hag can't fix it. United's two main midfielders, Scott McTominay and Nemanja Matic, struggle to deal with Neves' presence, with the Portuguese international helping Wolves dictate possession for the long spells as well as shooting from the range and creating chances for the teammates. And the Reds are poised to prioritize the signing of a new holding midfielder during this month's transfer window, and I think after we get the midfielder we will actually see some positive and good results. But before we get a midfielder, we won't get to see any results. We won't get to see drastic improvements before we get a nice midfielder. Okay, that's what I think. Even men's sports has said that and everybody said that everybody knows that basically that. And Neves was closely linked with a move to United during the summer transfer window as the Reds continued their search for a central midfielder that is capable of dictating the play, winning back possession and adding a goal threat from the engine room. Neves ticks all of those boxes and could be a suitable candidate to strengthen Ralf Rangnick's position in the transfer window this month. So we desperately need a midfielder, and the time for experiment, we don't have time for experiment. And the players aren't listening to Rangnick, as we can see from the match today of Manchester United versus Wolves. The players aren't listening to him. The players aren't giving him any importance. The players are just they're just playing on and on and on as they wish, as they want, and and they're not listening to him. They're not doing as they should. They're not, and this is a big problem for us right now. We have a very good attack, but we have a bad defense, a bad midfield. What is your attack going to do if you have a terrible midfield? If Manchester United should get Ruben Neves, they should. I insist they should get him. Former Premier League goalkeeper Paul Robinson believes Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves is ready for a move to the big club, but feels Manchester United wouldn't be the right fit. The Portuguese midfielder has been tentatively linked with a move to Old Trafford in recent weeks, with United keen to signing a new midfielder. I think Ruben Neves would be the perfect midfielder to fix United. And the players who aren't performing well, just sell them. Why are you keeping players who aren't performing? It's an absolute disaster. Just sell them, just go and sell them. I think that's one of the best things you can do, is just go and sell them. United are prepared to move for a holding midfielder in January, and it has led to 24-year-old being linked with the move. Wolves manager Bruno Lage has spoken out on his future ahead of the clash on Monday night. The former Porto captain has played a prominent role at with the team since his move, as he was part of the Nuno Espirito Santo side that earned their place back in the English top flight. And he has enjoyed 3.5 years in the Premier League, prompting links with the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Tottenham, Newcastle. Everybody wants him now. Because it's very tough to find a good midfielder. You can find a good attacker, but to find a good midfielder and to especially find a good CDM, Especially it's difficult. It's a difficult task. Finding a nice CDM. So yeah, that's another issue that we have seen. But amid the reports of interest from a number of teams, Robinson believes although he's ready for a next step in his career, the midfielder may find a struggling scenario at United. So Neves is a top player. I like his credit, but I like what he can do on the ball. He told Football Insider, and defensively, I'm not so sure that he is a Ralf Rangnick's player though. When I look at their squad, I cannot see where he'd fit in. So it's an issue where he would fit in. I think he's ready to play at a big club, which is his coach said, and at the level he needs to be playing in the Champions League football. However, in regards to Man United, I cannot see where he fits in or where he'd play. They have a lot of players who are in similar mold to Neves. No, I don't think United have a lot of players like Neves, and I think he would be a fantastic, because you've seen his game with Wolves. He would be a fantastic midfielder to replace to fix our team. And I think Ralf Rangnick is right now, he's testing the team, he's finding weaknesses and he's pointing stuff out. I mean, you can't judge a coach just by a few games. Look, I know you all are frustrated, so am I, by the United's past glory, their past match and everything. We had a glorious past, we won a lot of games, I get it, but it's a high time. Every club has to go through this transition. You can't have Sir Alex period forever. Even Liverpool had to go through it, trust me. When Liverpool had a change of their coach before Klopp came in, Liverpool had to go through the similar stuff. And I think Rangnick needs to be more strict now. He needs to be as strict as Arteta. And if he is given a permanent coaching stuff, he is gonna be as strict as Arteta, and he needs some time to analyze the players, at least a few games. You at least need a few games to analyze the players, and the players aren't listening to him. They aren't moving. They aren't attacking. They're lazy. The passing is lazy. And to fix that, we need at least 2 new midfielders, and we need to let off the backlog out. I'm saying it again and again, we need to clear our backlog. We need to clear players like Pogba, Phil Jones and Mata and other players who don't contribute anything to the team. We need to clear that absolutely. ASAP. So I think Ruben Neves would be a very big addition to our team, and he would be a big addition. He would be a big addition to the club. And he would be an asset, and he would be the one to develop our midfield and change our midfield forever, and provide United with a great attacking, midfield, which will support the defense and the attack at the same time. Because remember, it's the middle of the field, it's the midfield that actually holds the game together. So Ruben Neves to United, what do you think about this transfer? Wait for more news, and till then, take care.